Margaret of Pearl here, and welcome to the Pearl Portal. Hello, my name is Margaret, and if this is the first time that you're joining me today, I am a priestess of light, divine channeler, and I come on this channel to share with you collective messages when I am called to share. And I'm seeing a common theme, and joining us in this now, I am accompanied with Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Jesus as well as the fiery phoenix light codes to join us for this universal Christ consciousness, Christ awareness. So I do and share these messages through light language, where you can watch me as I light weave, or you can just listen and close your eyes to receive the message and activations. I go into morning prayer every day, and this afternoon I received a message to share with you all about sacred boundaries, about reciprocation, about expectations. So if you would like to join me for this divine activation, you may like, share, or subscribe. You can watch me, or you can close your eyes to consent. And I'm hearing, do the mirror work. And with the eyes, the discernment to see the reflection. And how others reflect back to you lessons. All is for divine will, and all is for your ascension. Divine reflection, invocation, light code transmission begins. Dalo shusile kurushale numini kurshisiale ariskurshiam nigadeske deshkadiana kurushimiga desialo kurusha deskadiana kurushimi ikale kurushimi kadesi alo turushale ariskadia dele kurushimine hadesi iketoski kurushimi kade isi kurushimina Tale kurushimina kataraskri ushulemina kadesi atos ikatesele shimine kadaya. Many of us are living in circumstances have grace for yourself, have space for yourself. As the shadows, they illuminate the purity and your own divine divinity. Your blueprints. Before it was the story time of others. Do the mirror work. Speak kindly to yourself. Look honestly at yourself. Feel your the love in your heart that craves to expand. That craves to explode with light rays. Again, this channeled song with Mother Mary for those of you who are willing to and ready to receive, to expand your heart. I am love. I am light. I am ascension. Shine bright now. You are love. You are light. You are Ascension. Shine bright now. I am love, I am love, I am light, I am light, I am Ascension. Shine bright now. You are love, you are love, you are light, you are light, you are Ascension. Shine, shine bright now. The Shaleda will sing the song when you need to be held in a space at a Kurushimika where you feel alone, where you feel lack, where you feel in shadow. This it will immediately open the portal of your heart. This to carry grace for yourself. Asking God's source, please hold me in this now. I promise you. I don't make many promises I can't break. When you ask God and you let God into your heart and you ask to be held, you will feel the love come in. For the Christ light is within and it radiates through us as we walk in Christ, with Christ, and through Christ. Just as there is sunrise, there is sunset. But we're never left with a completely darkened black sky. For the moonlight, it shines on us. Awaken in our eyes. Think of it as a third eye activation. To receive from the sun is the purifying, the bright light, warming you, purifying you, carrying the codes, the portal of Christ, the solar Christ. Imagine the moon, carrying illumination, out of the shadows, of the inner world. For there are no shadows without light. There is no day without night. To shine your love, to shine your hearts, shine bright. That is kushale, that is that is a channeling with Mother Mary. Now combine activation and teaching with Ascended Masters Jesus and Mary Magdalene as they present to us at this time. Sacred boundaries and reciprocation. Jesus, who put his foot down, that is through action. He spoke his truth, his voice. At that time, he wasn't the common choice. He's down in conviction. Even when external consensus may influence otherwise, straying away from direct communion with God's source, with Divine Father, with Divine Mother. Do you have the strength to connect within that is Kurishile, Atrisikas Kriana, Usha Mariana, Sotishile, Tosiminaka, and still see Alakurus beyond this reality, beyond the veil, is Kurishkis, Karishkris Kriata, and be Aruskur ridiculed, Men Aruskulis Krianan Skuru, Iskale, Kurushi, and shamed. Kurushilek, like Mary Magdalene, at Kurushiminakata, her spirit lives through as divine feminine. Isele Kurushian Mananakatus Kuturshale, Skuturushimene, Ikat Ir Ikuruyata. These Kuriados, no matter the Kurushimi, the opinions that is Kurushimi, these of others. Mianana Kurushimi, Kuriala Kurushimia. These Kuriados, no matter what is imposed onto the storylines that are not true. Makarish Kutliskini Minakadi Isile Turshalea, Oslia, these Koreana Ulele, Alice Kuturskimina, Kurushimina, Tusalea, Triada Kurusmiani, and Skutursheli, the Arosumina Katare, Tusalea, these Katuskirian Makursha always go within. These Kriadas, the answers are in your heart. When you ask God, you know. Many of us go into a state of denial because we cannot look in the mirror with truthful, honest eyes. Some of it contributed to deep-seated, rooted imprints from our former ancestors. Do not let their stories be your own. If you have incarnated at this time, and awakening at this time, as many of us are in this space, we can no longer not experience the consequences. Once anointed, and that is the ability to see. Those consequences are direct in this reality. Have you ever been mistreated, disrespected, treated less than you deserve? Have you ever noticed when people take advantage of your good nature, your heart space, your time, your energy, where you give, where it is not invested, and not reciprocated, you carry a cross. The burdens of others, they're not your own. Please do not internalize or correlate your worth with those who cannot reciprocate that love. Of course, it is painful and it hurts. When you are not seen, taken seriously, when you're ridiculed, when you're ashamed. But nothing hits harder than the truth. And nothing collapses louder than the lies. Whether they are the lies that we tell ourselves, lies of unworthiness, lies of a lack of purpose, or the lies that we tell ourselves out of protection. And therefore, the consequences are our loved ones, our community, is directly affected. How are you walking this earth? What is your contribution? Do the mirror work. Reciprocation is not about retaliation. When you observe that is that others may be mistreating you unfairly, know that they are their own worst judge, critic. And their own suffering. There's like cords and ties for when we get entangled. When we put in our emotions and stay entangled, and the ropes and these ties, these cords to others, who are suffering and battling within themselves, when they get stronger, we start to identify, we start to absorb that frequency. It is not our own to carry. So is going to take time as well to connect with your own energy. In doing the mirror work, you get asked to see in full purity. Your divine essence. What is yours only, and anything else around you that is not of true nature of your divine blueprint, may it collapse. The more that you call in your soul to take up more space, come into this awareness, into this current consciousness, the more you breathe in that higher self, that God self, that God realization, discernment, and you create this make a stronger bond. This with God so direct, where you're no longer questioning or hearing whispers. It's quite loud. It's quite present. It's presence. This is the next step. This is the next part of our evolution. This again mentioning the golden age. That is this is the next tier. Of leadership. Building the foundation of the golden age. We're seeing many timelines, many institutions, many relationships collapsing. And what is happening, and what is allowing for that collapse? Other than the awakening, it's also the non-participation that cannot feed your emotional and mental well-being by putting yourself in these spaces where there is actually no solution. Yes, we may share our voice, if ultimately it causes disruption in the community. Is it really uplifting humanity? We must hold those who have taken advantage of the people, of humanity, of the children, and we must hold them accountable. Yes, it's true. It's 2026, so if we ever look back at this, I would love for this to be recorded, for us to realize how far we've come a year from now. I allow for the revolution, and I hope that you do too. It starts with yourself, it starts with me, it starts with you. Yaro Shime could remember Alaskurias, a reminder from the order of the Seraphim. You cannot fight war. With war. That is good. Work on your inner turmoil now. Prepare yourself. That is because divine order will be restored once more. A message about the splitting of the two worlds. So the two worlds is what are we going to be living and creating in accordance to our current consciousness. We can no longer stand by and hide our truths. Those who are awakened and then and allow for God's source to speak and guide through us. That is good that we are not easily swayed. That is not easily swayed. Hold the line, hold the frequency. Again, focus on what you can do. It is your personal effect on the world. It is with the community, with those around you, with your loved ones. It is safe to stand in the light. Taro Shusia the Desi Kurushamena Kitisia Escaria Arishkamina Kurshile Kataskia Arushire there. The Kurishamanakati Anu, the Galare Scotriano, Eman Ani, Isia, Torshi Alaya Scotia. I'm seeing many scrolls that are coming in that are being handing out the Rishalos from the Akash. Holy scrolls, sacred scrolls, a letter Rushamana Nakatismia awaken you, Arasianamana, say Torshi, Siri Korsmeka. But it's only you who has the courage to see it through. Let us give me through divine action, divine will. Will you merge at thy will with divine will? That is the responsibility of individuality. What have you learned in the cycle? What will you learn from the cycle? What will you leave behind? We are not walking this earth without leaving a footprint and imprint. That is good, whether it is through our bloodline, or our energetic imprint here. Together we take these lessons with us for our soul wisdom. What are you doing? When no one's watching. That is the measure of true character. That is good. I'm seeing a vision of when you give toddlers a choice. and you leave the room, and it's gonna do they make the right choice? The direction and like this, yeah. Then it's gonna do they know better? That is good. She's good. Is good. That is good. That is good. Again, this message for spiritual maturity. Are we children? Are we man and woman of God? So let us integrate these codes into our light body, into our space, into our awareness. That is integrating, merging, and integrating, and merging. And integrating and merging. Let's all take a deep breath in and exhale, grounding deep back into the earth, into our bodies, into this consciousness and awakening now. And now disengage and disconnect. Well, if you're still here with me today, that was a longer channeling than I expected, a lot more than I had received prior to creating this video for you all, and I just think it's so timely whenever there was, I don't know if you're going to hear in the video, but there was a loud traffic back there, and I also thought it was so timely with the sun coming in and out. Not sure if you observed it. If obviously with your eyes closed you wouldn't have been able to observe that. But it just shows us the cycles of what we go through. And prior to receiving these messages, I was going through some my own emotional turmoil. I can get quite passionate. I can get quite passionate, and sometimes I don't have grace for myself. I get upset when I get upset with others. I get upset when it affects me, but that's part of being human. It's okay. It's okay if we get upset or annoyed or disappointed. Those are all part of the human experience, and so don't feel bad about that. Not love, light experience. We very much need to ground in and be aware of the things that do trigger us, and search for those answers. And it's not so much that we have to let go and look into the psychology of what are my abandonment issues and trauma, and reconnect and make those that neural network stronger and stronger and stronger by reaffirming it and claiming victimhood to it. It's really just surrendering and asking God, fill my heart. God, please hold me in this now. And I promise you, like I said before, I don't make a lot of promises that I can't deliver, but that did come out, that when you say, God, please hold me, you will feel that love. If you're honestly asking from your heart space, you will feel it. And if you have enough patience to sit in that, to sit in the emotions and listen, you will receive. Again, my name is Margaret of Pearl, and I am really honored to be able to share these divine channeled messages with you all. If you would like to book a personal one-on-one session with me, then you can book me on my website, margaretofpearl.com, for a soul session. I'm also offering a Holy Hour, which is a free course with the Order of the Seraphim, and I just go over how you set sacred space and protection, and how to ask and connect with God's source directly so that you can activate your heart space, your third eye, and your rituals, your morning or evening rituals, however you'd like to start your day. For me personally, starting, ending, and if there's any chaos throughout my day, I have to sit with myself and ask God for guidance, obviously. But I also am offering now Sunday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time or 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time at live Zoom for free for now. Cosmic Rose Temple teachings with a couple of other priestesses where we share live activations, healing transmissions, and light language of what is to be shared with the collective at that time. And that is also on my website. I'll be leaving the link below this video. And you're welcome to join us until we close it as a private container. It's an invitation for us to rise, asking for the brothers and sisterhood of the rose for your remembrance and participation within this collective as we are here to build the golden age together. And last but not least, I just want to thank you all for joining me for this collective prayer. Remember that we all affect each other and just do the mirror work. So I'll leave you all here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I will see you all on your highest timeline. Thank you, thank you, thank you.